absolutely sweating my tits off after packing. Hi, hello and welcome back to what is potentially the most exciting vlog ever. I know I say that all the time, but this is part one of my Ecuador scoping trip fieldwork vlog. I initially started filming this as one continuous vlog, but when I returned home and imported all of my footage, I ended up with over 3 hours of content, and I think after editing that would have been definitely over an hour and a half. So I asked on Instagram how you guys would like to see this, and you said split it up into smaller chunks. So I think this is going to be part one of either 3 or 4 vlogs. This first part is me in Quito and Tandayapa, which is a really small kind of valley town northwest of Quito near Mindo. And then part 2 will kind of follow on from there next Sunday. Apologies in this vlog for how choppy and mismatched it is. Nobody in Ecuador knew about my channel or my Instagram, and I didn't want to make it super obvious. So when I was vlogging, I was kind of being a little bit sneaky, and I was also super tired because of all the jet lag. So some days I film a lot, some days I don't film as much, but I've put captions on screen so you can get a bit of an idea of what I was up to. If you want to see more about what I got up to and in a bit more detail, don't forget to check out my Instagram. I have a scoping trip highlight that has so much more detail in it. I was posting every day about what I was up to, so definitely go and check that out. Also, apologies for the awful lighting in parts. I'm not really sure what happened. I need to invest in a ring light, a portable one and one for my room actually. But the lighting in some parts is really awful. I've tried to adjust it where I can, but some clips I just can't edit, so apologies. I actually made some notes for this intro because I had so much to say and it's going to be really rambly, so 2 secs, let me just check what I've written. I was actually on this trip as a scoping visit for my main field work, which will be happening in August, and this trip was a chance for me to travel around, learn more about Ecuador and try and find a potential field site that has existing data and relationships with communities, because my main field work will be looking at how local communities perceive and kind of implement nature restoration and protection. I know I seem on super high awareness a lot of the time as well in this vlog in Quito, especially around my safety and theft and things like that. I heard some really bad horror stories before I went about unsafety as a woman. I was alone and I wasn't with anyone a lot of the time. It's my first time out there. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to kind of, protect myself if I was going to be robbed. So I was super anxious and on super high awareness, but nothing happened, and luckily I got nothing stolen from me other than my plug adapter at the airport. But it was a UK plug to an American plug, so I'm not sure why, and it must have been a Brit that stole it, so tut Brit. And now looking back, I think it was a bit excessive, but being alone, I really wanted to be safe. So I do address it in this vlog, and I say that I'm feeling anxious, so just be aware of that. I talk a lot about Upbeat and the fact that I couldn't go to the rainforest. You'll have to watch through to figure out why, because it's quite a long story. I know that that's a huge first world problem to have, and I know that I'm in an incredibly privileged position to even be able to go and do field work, but I was debating leaving it in or taking all of the stuff about me feeling unsafe or sad or a bit deflated out, but that isn't the reality of field work, and I think it's important to show. It was also my first time on fieldwork, so I learned a lot about myself and what fieldwork is typically like. So I hope that it helps some of you guys who are potentially going on fieldwork. But overall, the trip was really great and I had a brilliant time. I also made some friends and saw some amazing things. So overall, it was a really brilliant trip and I was super happy. If you have any comments or questions, as always, please put them down below in the comments or DM me on Instagram. That is enough of me rambling. I really hope you enjoy this vlog and come back next week for part 2. Hello and welcome to what is going to be probably the most chaotic vlog ever. I have just landed in Quito and I am in my hotel room. I'm here for my scoping trip, and 24 hours after leaving Oxford, well actually 20 hours after leaving Oxford, I'm finally in Quito. I've got a few hours to freshen up, I'm going to have a shower, go and find some food, and then I'm being picked up at 1 o'clock. For now, I'm going to get some rest. So it's a little bit later now. It's about an hour after I last filmed. I had a shower, I had a chill out, I haven't slept. But I'm going to go and grab a coffee and some fresh water. I can't drink tap water here, so I'm going to have to go and get some more bottles.
The next day.
Sorry for the background noise. I have just had breakfast and I am dressed. Today I am meeting with people from USFQ, which is the main university in Quito, and it's so loud, I'm so sorry. I am here on this trip to find the main location that I will be doing my fieldwork for. So I'm going to be visiting Tandayapa, Quito, Tipitini in the Amazon, Cuenca, Tena, and somewhere else. I don't know where, I can't remember where. I'm visiting all over the place and meeting with academics and local communities and seeing where I will be best suited to do my research. So yeah, today I am about to walk to the university. It's about a 15-minute walk away. It's a beautiful day. I am very excited. Although in Quito it is not very safe to walk around with your phone out, so I'm not sure how many clips I will get today whilst I'm out and about because I really don't want to have my phone stolen. I had to bring some clothes that were okay for meeting people as well. I am wearing a linen shirt and then underneath a white t-shirt, and then underneath that I've got a jumpsuit on, but the jumpsuit has a cutout here, so hence t-shirt and shirt to try and cover that up. And then the trousers are club style, and then the Converse, my very grubby Converse. So that is today's outfit. I've obviously got a hat with me because it's very sunny here as well. We are on the equator. I'm in the outside lobby bit of the hotel. I'll give you a quick tour. This is my view from where I'm sat currently. In here is where we had breakfast, and then my room is just over here, number 113. Oh, it's not going to focus. Let's go. Here's another little cubby of the hotel. Look at that sky. It is so bright here. I love it. So here is my hotel room. Excuse all of the clothes lined up, but I have this little bathroom here. This hotel is very basic. Oh, the door's going off. So here is my wardrobe. I am a huge splayer, but I have tried to tidy up my stuff with a cleaner. I bought everything in dry bags because when I go to the rainforest, everything is going to get soaking wet. I then have my main bag over there. And then down here is my day bag, which I'm taking out with me today. And then in here is this little bathroom. It's a very basic hotel room, but it is more than enough for me. I'm only here for 3 nights, so all good. Today I have an orientation meeting. I'm meeting a mutual friend for coffee, and then I'm meeting a professor who I might be collaborating with. And then hopefully later on today I have a meeting at the Museum of National Biodiversity, which is super exciting. But I'm not sure about how I'm going to get there yet, and it's not safe to get taxis here as a female on your own, so if I can't get a driver then I won't be able to go, which is a huge shame, but fingers crossed you can get a driver. So let's see. I'm going to head off now to the university and I will try and catch any clips that I can. I can't really see why I'm filming right now because it is so sunny here. I have just had a few meetings and a tour of the USFQ campus. I'm now just sat in the sunshine. I have another meeting in about 10 minutes. All of the Ecuadorians are sat in the shade and I am the most British quiet person here, just sat in the sunshine. Probably getting hella sunburnt, but when it's raining all the time in Oxford, I can't afford to not sit in the sunshine. Look at this beautiful view. So I'm now at the National Herbarium. I'm just in the car, about to pay. My first time having dollars. So I've really quickly come to the Biodiversity Museum and they have such cool exhibitions here. I have just finished at the Museum of Biodiversity and I would have added some clips in. It was so cool. I got a tour. Now I'm going to head back to my hotel and go watch a film. I'm tired. I have just got out of the car on the way back from Quito and I have come to a late dinner and I chose like an American diner because it's literally over the road from my hotel. Sorry if you can't hear me. He came out like, hey, what do you want? So I ordered chips and he was like, steak, chicken, anything else? No, not for me, but gonna eat that now. I went to go get some water as well and then I'm gonna head back to my room, do some work and watch a film. My hotel is just behind these bushes as well, so it's such a good location. It's a really nice evening. Doesn't look it, but it's still quite warm. I'm sat here just in a t-shirt, even though everyone here is in a coat, so you can tell I'm the Brit abroad. And this is where I'm at for dinner. Nice and cultural. So I am back in my room now. I am so tired. I think it's not even 6 o'clock yet. I'm still super sleepy from yesterday and flying. I'm going to do a few hours of work, maybe put Shrek on or watch something, have a shower and go to bed, but I will catch up with you all later. I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. Sorry if it is really chaotic. It's only 9 o'clock, but I'm so tired. These bags are awful. So I set my alarm for 7 to see if I can get a really long sleep, and then I'm going to wake up in the morning and maybe do some work outside in the breakfasty bit. I don't have to be at campus at USFQ until 10:30 tomorrow, so hopefully you can have a little bit of a lay-in. But yeah, I'm gonna head to sleep now and hope that I can get a big night's sleep. So I hope you enjoyed seeing today's part of the vlog and I'll be back tomorrow.
The next day.
So I've just come outside the front. I'm in the little outside dining room bit and I'm going to do some work here. I've got my iPad and some books to go through. Look how cool this campus is. They have a huge dragon because that's their logo. It is an absolutely beautiful day. It's so sunny. Look how cool my new little friends are. They're so cute. I'm not really sure what they are. I think they might be terrapins. Adorable though. Hello, so I just had a meeting with Juan, who heads up the Tandayapa reserve that I'm visiting tomorrow. And now I'm back where I was earlier, by the lake. And I am just going to chill here and do some work on my iPad before going into the city at 2 o'clock. Come inside the main building now. I am just charging my phone. I'm not going anywhere without loads of phone charge in case something bad happens. So yeah, I am a bit stressed at the moment because I am going via Coca, which is another city in Ecuador, on Sunday to go to Tipitini, and I've been told that it's not very safe and my hotel isn't doing transfers at the moment, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get to my hotel because taxis aren't safe and it's a 20-minute walk and I have my backpack and that kind of flaunts that I'll be carrying things. So yeah, I'm not sure, feeling a bit overwhelmed by that at the moment, but just speaking to all of my connections and hoping that they have someone that can get me in this random city. Yeah, who knows, we'll see, hopefully that gets sorted. I'm leaving in like half an hour I think, so I'm going to sit here and do some work and I'll maybe start my book, I'm not sure yet. It's such a cool main building, loads of little shops and cafes. It's my first time out in Quito in a coffee shop. I have a meeting here in about half an hour, but I'm here alone for now. I'm going to go through and think about the questions that I need to ask myself when I visit sites for the next 20 minutes or so and enjoy my cold brew. It looks really delicious. Going through the Oxford Code of Conduct for ethical fieldwork, and it basically just goes through how you make sure that your fieldwork is ethical and good for yourself and the communities. I'm just writing down what I need to speak with local people about, so doing that now, and then yeah, having this meeting, and then I've got a meeting with IUCN, which is also really exciting. Then I'm going to head back to the hotel because I need to leave the hotel in the morning at 7:30 to go to the field for my first field trip. So I'm going to try and get an early night. So excuse the horrible lighting, but I have just been sat here in the hotel having a little cry on FaceTime George because I found out that I cannot go to Tipitini, the Amazon, which was the place that I was most excited to go to whilst here. The local indigenous community, very sadly, are striking and are in arguments and fights with the oil concession nearby, and it's just not safe for me to go. So my whole trip there has been cancelled, and it means that the flights that I booked and the accommodation are kind of wasted. I'm sat here really frustratingly crying because I feel like everything I try and organise for this trip just gets ruined, and I planned the rest of the trips, the dates of this trip around that one because that was the one that took most time for me to go there. So yeah, very sad, very frustrating, but very sad for the community there as well. I'm lucky that I can be here and safe. So I'm going to try and order a takeaway. I'm going to try and get a McDonald's and just sit in my room and watch Shrek. So I'm just waiting for my takeaway, but it's dark now. So over there looks really pretty. It's a little car garage. Is there anything more comforting than a Mackey's when you are sad? I don't think so. So I've paused Shrek quickly because I finished my McDonald's and really fancy something sweet, so I'm having a huge pig out. But I met with a mutual colleague the other day who is a friend of one of my supervisors, and as a treat and as a welcome to Ecuador, which was so friendly, he bought me these alfajor, I think is how you say it, and they are dulce de leche, so like caramel condensed milk Oreos, and I haven't tried them yet, so I'm going to open them now and have one, see what it's like. And I am still watching Shrek. So I'm just opening them. I think these are like an Ecuadorian treat. I'd never heard of them before. I'm excited to try them. They smell good. Okay, they're soft. I don't know if they're supposed to be soft. They taste exactly like Millionaire shortbread without the chocolate. They are delicious. 10 out of 10. Unreal.
The next day.
I just been woken up by that noise and it's rain. It's so heavy. I look so sleepy. I'm so amazed at how loud it is. It's 5:15 at the moment. I actually need to get up in like half an hour, so I might just have a scroll. It is 5:45. I didn't get back to sleep after the rain. I decided to FaceTime George because it's like 11 AM there at home. So I FaceTime George and now I'm about to get up. I need to pack up all of my things and get ready to go. So yeah, another day, my first day in the field. And I can wear my North Face cargos today, my new ones. But I also just wanted to show you my sunburn because look at that. I mean, it's not actually great in this light, but I'm so sunburnt. It's really painful and very hot. So lots of back to 50 today, I think. Time to get up and get ready and pack. So to prevent myself getting sunburned today, I am not skipping on the SPF 50. I bought this Hyundai Sounds Hydro UV SPF 50 very high protection in Boots before I came out. It's waterproof as well. It's plant-based, so I needed it waterproof in case I sweat, for when I sweat, because it's going to be really humid, and also plant-based so that it doesn't damage water wildlife once I wash it off and it runs into the surrounding water. So it's the first time I'm using this one. I've never used this before. I normally use La Roche-Posay, but it breaks me out. I'm sure this will as well, but more important to not get a skin disease than to have a breakout. So it doesn't smell of anything, which is amazing. That's a win for me. And you'll have just seen me packing up and fighting with my bag. Too much to fit in it, not enough room, basically. Always the way. I'm always an overpacker. Ow, my neck really hurts from the sunburn. The rain has finally stopped, so I'll take my raincoat, obviously, because it'll be chucking it down in the cloud forest. But right now, I'll just need my fleece. Catch up with you in a bit. I am absolutely sweating my tits off after packing. I managed to get everything in my bag, and this one, somehow, I don't know how I did it, but I'm just about to leave the hotel. And yeah, go on my way to Tandayapa. The rain is still going. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's very loud. And the only altitude sickness thing I have is being out of breath very, very, very easily. So even a couple of steps is absolutely wiping me out. But yeah, I'll show you the rain now. You can't see it, but here we go, soaking the floor below. And over there, 113 is my bedroom. Let's go. I cannot believe that I'm here. It's one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. And it's so quiet. I'm literally in awe. I'm going to put the camera and show you just how beautiful it is because I'm a bit overwhelmed, like I might cry. It's beautiful. So we've come into the reserve for lunch, and this is the building that we're in. It was built about 15 years ago. It's very cool. And then it's just got tables like this. It's so cool. Wow, this is not a look. So we have just had lunch. I would have filmed a few little clips, but we were with a group of students, so I couldn't film too much because obviously they hadn't consented to be in the video and stuff. But I'm just waiting for Diego now, who is the professor who's been showing me around, and just admiring the view. hummingbirds keep coming to sit on these little water feeders, so it's quite amazing. There's a tiny one on there now. I might try and get a video. I can't really believe that I'm here still, even though I've been here for like 4 hours. Impressed by it. There's a chance I might be doing my work here, so I need a better raincoat, but other than that, all good. Also, it makes sense why it's called the cloud forest, because you literally can't see past the edge. The hummingbird's gone now, but he was sat on this tiny little feeder here. Okay, you can see a tiny one over there. I don't want to get much closer because I don't want to scare him off. They have one of the highest endemic levels of hummingbirds here in the cloud forest. Listen to how beautiful the rain sounds on all of the leaves. It literally sounds like one of those things on the Calm app. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at all of these dogs. We're just about to head away from the reserve now. We're waiting to see if this guy is here at his house. Mega cute. I'm not sure if you guys can see because of the rain, but it's a field of little ducks down there, and it reminds me of England in the park. But if I come back, it's just rainy. We have just got to the hotel that we're staying at. We're staying at a place called Tambo Quinde. And it's this really cool like hostel hotel thing. I think we're the only ones here, which is a bit strange. I'm not sure what we're going to do about dinner, but yeah, it's a cool place. I've already seen red squirrels as well, which I've never seen in the UK. So super cool. But I will flip the camera and give you a very quick tour. So it's like this outdoor shack thing, which is really cool. There's a table football, pool table, a very well stocked bar. But it's just me and the professor here, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be drinking. There's some swings, and up here it's the rooms up there. I'll show you later. And there's hammocks and everything, and hummingbird feeders. And I'm not sure if you can see just beyond that leaf there. Let me zoom in. It's like a water fountain. So here there's ping pong and a little hammock macrame thing. Macrame, I'm not sure how you say it. Oh, we're out of focus. We're still in the cloud forest, so it is super cloudy and misty up here. Take you up further. And here is a little cafeteria. Excuse the look. The last clips that I showed you, I think I mean showing you around the kind of outside bit of the accommodation. I now have come into my room. It's been set up and I'm so shocked. There's 6 beds in here. I'll show you in a second. Initially they were going to try and put me and Diego in the same room, which obviously is not allowed and I would not want. It was like a room that was split into 2, but I had to go through his room to get to the bathroom. It was just not good. And obviously it breaches every student, professor thing ever. So that was a quick no-no. We had booked 2 single, like twin rooms, but I think they've double booked them or something, even though there's nobody else here. Very confusing. So they've given me this cabin that is for, I think, 7 or 8 people. But I'll show you around. And then in about half an hour, we have pizza. There's a pizzeria here. So I don't know why I keep going Italian and Spanish. I have to excuse the awful accents. So this is where you come in and you are greeted by this. So in the middle, we have this kind of weird, puffy beanbag thing. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are actually 2 singles pushed together. So there are 6 single beds in here. And this is all for me. I mean, I can't say I'm a fan of the artwork. I love these prints with the birds on them. I can't believe this is all for me. And there is also a bathroom through here. So I will show you. An actual bathroom as well. There is a bath and a shower, a chair, and toiletries. And then obviously the sink and toilet. You can hear the rain, which is quite cool. Bit of a grubby roof, but yeah, it's a super cute room. I think I'm going to feel a bit lost in here tonight. And then the view outside is this direction. There's some more accommodation over there and just some garden furniture. And then over here, next to my bag, Why does it keep not focusing? Ah, come on. There we go, next to my bag full of my Crocs. It's a little outdoor eating bit. And then over here, we have some more accommodation, I think. Yeah. And then over there are some hammocks. So I might get up really super early and see if there is sunrise, but I don't think that you get to see sunrise in a cloud forest when it's this misty. Who knows? Now I am going to slightly unpack, go through my stuff because it's an absolute mess. Try and get out some of these clothes. My sunburn is so painful. I was so dumb. Why did I not put sun cream on? And then gonna go have some dinner. So I've got like 5 minutes to dinner and I just come out for a little wander. It looks much darker on camera than it actually is. I'm under my umbrella, so if I move it, it's still quite bright daylight. I'm just gonna go to the edge. So pretty. I don't know if you can hear the kind of rain in the distance over the noise of the fountain that's just there. But it's actually quite scary, knowing that there's just a vast expanse of just forest. I mean, it's really cool, but also quite terrifying. Also, really cute hummingbirds keep coming. I'm just getting ready for bed, and there's literally a frog next to my bed. And I don't know if I'm cut out for this fieldwork stuff because he's not looking too good as a bedmate, you know? I'd like him to disappear ASAP.
The next day.
Good morning and apologies for the way that I look. I have just woken up. I slept really well actually in this big weird tent bunker thing. Last night I had a little cry because I feel like I'm just going to be wasting time now. Tipitini was going to take 7 of the days that I was here. So, yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with those days. And it's not safe for me to go and do touristy stuff. I don't have plans to meet with any other academics, and it's now the weekend. So, obviously, it's not for them to reply over the weekend. I might go to Cuenca a little bit early to meet with Ximena, who works on the restoration of Paramos. She invited me to a symposium, but again, I've already paid for my flights and they're non-refundable. So that means paying like another £200, I think, at least. And I don't even know if I'll get the money back for Tipitini flights on insurance. So I'm really struggling with the kind of money aspect and also just the time. Like, I don't just want to sit here and read or work because I'm paying to be here. And I could have done that in Oxford. So that's why I didn't film last night, because I was feeling really down. But I guess it's the realities of fieldwork. I met the professor I'm here with and some people at the bar that's here. I had a drink and got pizza for dinner. Today is a Saturday, but I have a meeting this morning with a guy who is running the local reserve around here and bringing together all of the local communities. So I'm meeting him and his wife, and then we're going back to Quito. So after completely breaking that blind, I've actually managed to open this one. And look, there's blue skies today. It's beautiful. So you can have breakfast outside. There's some moss on the window. It's very cool. Now to try and tackle that blind. That one, I don't know what I'm going to say to the guy. Look at that view. I managed to do the blind properly. It's actually quite warm, which is so nice. We just had breakfast. I didn't film it because it was just me and Diego sat there and it was kind of awkward. Wow, this is not a look. I'm just packing up my things now. The hotel that I was at in Quito, in Cumbaya at the uni, has room for me, so I am okay there for now. It's really reassuring. I'm going to stay there for a few days. Clothes-wise, I'm literally wearing the same as I wore yesterday because I didn't get it sweaty or anything. I've got this t-shirt on. Ooh, these trousers are so cool. Got the t-shirt on that's actually my brother's. My very messy trainers and my North Face cargos, and then my fleece. But I don't actually think I need my fleece today because it's kind of warm, so I'm going to carry that separately. All packed up and ready to go. Somehow this bag gets bigger every time, but it's so beautiful outside. I wish I could stay here for another day. I'm just going to read in that hammock. Vamos a la reunión. Let's go to the meeting, that means. have to be very quick, but I've come to visit the president of the local town of like 60 people. He speaks excellent English, so it's very lucky, but I've just filmed and been in his house, and it's just in the middle of the most incredible forest. Unfortunately, it's secondary forest because it was cleared in the 50s for cattle and sugarcane, and he's now going to show me around the little town. Welcome back. So that is the end of part 1 of this vlog series. I think there'll be 2 or 3 more coming your way over the next few weeks. I really hope you enjoyed that little snippet into the first, I think it was 4 days of my scoping visit, so the first kind of quarter. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Adios.